Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Chrissy and Maggie, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Maggie's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations we give the puppies while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Chrissy's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she'll keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, which is a tug and let go on Maggie's training collar. Maggie's training collar will be right up behind her ears, which will give you the most control over her while you're working with her, and we will teach you how to properly use and put that collar on her when she comes home to you with her one-on-one private lesson. You'll notice that Maggie is sitting very nicely on Chrissy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and Chrissy and Maggie are going to take off doing that now. The command is Maggie heel. And you'll notice that she's been trained to walk very nicely on your left hand side at your pace, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So anytime you stop moving your feet, Maggie should be seated nicely at your left, waiting for her next command. Very good job. The next command we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command. The stay is a hand and a voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of Maggie's muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay.
Stay.
Walk out to the end of the training leash, and Maggie should remain seated. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. This is a great exercise to help develop her maturity and self-control. When Chrissy returns back to Maggie, she's going to walk all the way around her, returning back to heel position, and Maggie should remain seated throughout the entire exercise. Good job. We'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. Although it's important that you incorporate these commands into your daily life, it's equally important that you have formal training sessions such as this to help keep the commands fresh.
Stay. Stay.
This time, instead of returning back to Maggie, Chrissy's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. Command is Maggie come. She comes in and she will sit nicely right in front. This prevents her from jumping up all over you whenever you call her into you. And then we have an exercise called the finish. You say Maggie heel and she walks around you, returning back to heel position. We'll show that to you again. Good job. It's always important to praise her, let her know she's doing a good job, keep her encouraged and interested in the training. We're now going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. You're going to take the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
Down. Stay.
Now if you give a command and Maggie does not listen, the first word out of your mouth should be no, and then repeat the command. The long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. When Chrissy returns back to Maggie, she's going to walk all the way around her as she did in the sit stay, and Maggie remains lying down until Chrissy offers her praise or another command. We'll show that to you again. Now if there's a time of day where Maggie is especially excitable, whether it's when you just come home from work or whatever it may be, that's the time of day where you're going to want to turn this video on and practice her commands. It's great mental exercise for her, and it'll tire her out a lot quicker than physical exercise, believe it or not.
Maggie, come.
Maggie comes in, sits nicely right in front,
Heel.
and then she'll heel around Chrissy back to the left-hand side there. She didn't sit, so Chrissy gave her a correction, which is a tug and let go, and told her no sit. The last command we're going to demonstrate for you today on the video is down from a distance. Chrissy's going to leave Maggie in a sit stay.
Heel. Stay.
And she's going to give her the down command from the end of the training leash.
Down.
Good job. These are all the formal obedience commands that Maggie has learned while she's been here with us at school. It's been such a pleasure having her here with us. She's been a great student. Please keep us posted on her progress when she's back home to you. Thank you so much for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.